Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? I thought I would hop on for a little IG Live, talk about game one. Here we are, NBA Finals. How are we feeling about tonight's matchup? I want to know what you're playing. A couple of friends have been sending me their parlays. Pretty intricate, really hoping the best for everyone. But then again, we're going to be betting against each other in some place or another. But what do you have for tonight's game? So, little notes here. We got the total points in this one looking at 216 and a half. The Mavs Celtics matchup for the under over plus 190 for the Mavs, minus 230 for play for the Celtics. Everyone's on the Celtics right now. So who are you going? Celtics all the way. I see this as being like we're forgetting that it is in Boston. I'm really leaning towards the Mavs. Makes it a little bit tough because it is in Boston, but at the same time, I just feel like Kyrie. There's a player prop on Kyrie right now for 24 and a half points. He averaged 26 in the season. Uncle Drew. Okay, so Mavs in 6. So I've 3 people today have told me Mavs in 6. Okay, so who you got for tonight? We've got game 1 tonight. We've got the Mavs take on the Celtics. Remember, the Celtics get that home court advantage. We know what that means. But the line I'm taking is I'm going to take the Mavs for this first game. And I'm going to take Kyrie going over on that total points because during the season he was averaging more. Now, I do understand that the Mavs have not played well game 1 of any playoff games so far in this run. But I can't wait to see what you all got going on. Thank you so much for all of the hair comments. I appreciate it. Big E says the Mavs are going to win it all. This would be heartbreaking for Boston. It'd be interesting to see what happens after the season if Boston gets this close again and isn't able to pull off taking home that trophy. Let me go back. I think it's going to be really close but lively. I agree. This is going to be, for most of us who, if you're not a Celtics fan, you're not a Mavs fan, you have no skin in the game. You get to really just enjoy some good basketball. You get to hope for tons of overtime play, right? Everything that you want because you just want to be sure that you get as much action as possible because we love to watch the game, especially with this amount of great players out there. Alex says, I feel the Boston fans are not as good as they used to when they got to turn soft better. Okay, all right there. All times faves. Okay, so we're getting a lot of it's late night. You're not a basketball fan. You're not a basketball fan. You're not a Boston fan. I'm not sure what that all meant. Celtics don't really have a center. That is a good point. Jeez Louise, it must be evening in other places, which I forget. I'm just here talking game 1. Can we think about money? Don't really know where this goes. Tatum had his chance 2 years ago. Tatum still, come on. I don't think it's over. I think you're forgetting how young he still is. And there's a rhythm there. And they've gotten this far. They were the shorter of the series, which gives them a little bit more rest. All of it. We've got a lot of Celtics fans in the room, which I love it so much. If Celtics don't win, look for a rebuild for the team. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. That's kind of where I was going. I think, we know what happens. I mean, too bad the Lakers are stealing the shine today of game 1, having coaching conversations, which kind of irks me because I'd really rather us just push this off till we get things. What does it matter to us right now? We are in it to get in some bets, to see if the series is going to go more than 5 games. What's your long-term? Okay, here's a good one. Kyrie 2.5 over 3 points. I agree with that one, and I say yes. There's a crazy prop right now for Porzingis to make the first 3, which I really want to do. It's a crazy prop, but I'm putting all of my bets in. Plans are watching the game tonight. Putting in my bets, I'm going to take the Mavs. I'm going to take the total points in this one for the over because I think this will be the game where it gets away from them both a little bit, right? And then they're going to bring it back down to pace. And then they're also going to be able to watch this film and be able to bring up a stronger sense of defense for the following games. So I'm going to go for the Mavs. I'm going for the Mavs for the win tonight, which should stay with me here. And I'm going to go for the total points for the over. The over on the points right now at 216 and a half. I see this happening because we're going to get into a rhythm. We're going to think this is going to be a really high-scoring first quarter. 225 is the prediction line, which makes perfect sense, I believe, as well. This is basketball talk. This is what we're talking about right now. Whoever wants to engage, I do have to skim through Tatum and Brown do what they believe, the Celtics take it. Kyrie is definitely on a mission. And I think that's something to really take into consideration, right? We talk about revenge matchups all the time. If you play fantasy football trophy right up there. If you play fantasy football, we always talk about revenge matchups. We're looking at player props, all of those things. Well, I think this is a big one here. Mavs in 6 sounds likely. Mavs in 7 would scare me. So Tatum over 29.5 tonight. Wow. Unbelievable. That's a high one. But for those of you who are going to be watching the game, enjoy. I just wanted to throw that out there that my plays for tonight are the Mavs are going to take this game, which I really believes to be true. And I'm going for the over on the total points at 216.5. I'm putting in some player props. I'm going in some first quarter scoring. I'm also going in on Kyrie Irving total points in this game as the over on DK has it at 24.5. Let's video chat about basketball. I'm video chatting about basketball right now. Needy much? Entitled much? It's all about you much? We're doing this right now. So there's all of that. Okay, so thanks for all the love and the curls. This is hot curl summer. In the summer, I get to just give my hair a break and wash it and let it dry every day, and it turns out a little bit different every day, and I just rock with it. I'm going to go for the Mavs tonight. I'm going to go for the total points for the over right now on DK, which is 216.5. I'm going to go for Kyrie Irving over his total points, and I'm getting ready to get in on some of the first quarter scoring. I think this is going to be a higher scoring game. I think once things settle down, we're going to see defenses really step up, but it's an interesting matchup. We made it this far. We are going to enjoy this game tonight. I appreciate all of you for stopping by to say hello. If you're not watching the game, there are a ton of different podcasts that I've visited lately, and I keep them all filtered in on my YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to at the release and check out all of my collabs, my interviews, and see who I visited recently. Have a great evening. Enjoy the game, and let's go Mavs.